Hey everyone. Today I am working on my July setup for my bullet journal. And like usual, I have got penciled in everything that I need to do on this video. I've got my quote page here penciled in, and you can see there's a fair amount of white space for decorating. And then my large calendar spread and all the other pages, basically have them all prepped and ready. So now I'm going to work on it with my Tombow pens. I decided to go with an ocean theme for July, and the quote says, "The ocean does not require that the waves are still to be more ocean-like." And that is a quote by Muji. I have no idea who that is, but I do like to give credit where credit is due, because it is not my quote. And I'm actually quite happy that the quote is shorter this time, because I have a new idea that I'm going to work on for that white space. So I've moved on now and I'm working on my large calendar spread. And again, for me personally, I really find this page very helpful. I write in a lot of my month at a glance things that I need to do, and then I can look at it throughout the month and make sure that I have things prepped on time, and it's just wonderful. And now I'm working on my habit tracker page, and it's just a fun little tracker for me. I think next year when I do my bullet journal, I'll probably do things a little bit different, but it is helpful for me right now, and I like keeping track of the languages that I'm casually learning, and then a couple of my exercise things. But sadly, my treadmill died. The motor went on it, but I'm keeping my treadmill tracker on here because I am planning at some point to find another used treadmill to purchase off Marketplace. And now on to my birthdays and anniversaries page, keeping that the same. I do find this one to be helpful, and for July I think I have one anniversary card to send and several birthday cards. So I'm just writing all my names in there. And the handy checklist. And now I'm on to my first page of my weekly spreads. And the weekly pages, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll know that I only show the first week on video, and then, they're pretty much identical except for the dates on there, so there's no need to watch like 5 weekly spreads being made. So I'll get this first one made, and then I go off camera and finish the rest of the weekly spreads. So I'm just working on my little mini calendar here. And then I will add in the days of the week. And then the dates there. And then I'm working on my water trackers. And now my little weekly habit tracker, which I also find very helpful for me. And then onto my fun page at the end, which is another movies watched page, because my husband and I are really enjoying watching a lot of movies. So I have some stickers here from Sticky. I had these really pretty metallic jellyfish with bubbles, and so I'm using those on all of the weekly spread pages. I think there's just something mesmerizing about watching jellyfish. And one thing that I'm doing different on this month is I'm actually doing some stamping. I have this beautiful ocean stamp set by Crafty Individuals that's called Creative Stamping. It came in a magazine. And on this page, with all that white space, I decided to do some ink blending to give some ocean color onto that white space there. And then I'm going to stamp some sea life over top of that. So I've got this large whale stamp that I'm going to stamp in the water there. And then also a large dolphin stamp. And then I've got this cute little crab that I'm going to put on the other side along with some starfish. And then I'm stamping a sentiment on this side that says, "The voice of the sea speaks to the soul." And then I've got a couple of stickers that I'm adding on here and there from Sticky again. And then I picked out a few different seashells and starfish to stamp on just some random spots of the weekly pages. And then my film strip washi tape that I'm adding to the movies watched page, just trimming off the edges. And here is the final outcome. I quite like how that ink blending and stamping went. And again, that quote says, "The ocean does not require that the waves are still to be more ocean-like." Quote by Muji. And then my calendar spread there. My habit tracker and birthdays and anniversaries. Some stamping and some stickers. Then my weekly spreads that also have those beautiful metallic jellyfish stickers and some random stamping and stickers kind of spread throughout. And then my final fun page at the end. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.